Hello, I'm Nick Crawley. Welcome to the Bible for Life ministry. Now, this month we're looking at the prophet Amos, which is a little minor prophet tucked away at the end of the Old Testament. It's a unique book. It's quite strange in its own way, and the 9 chapters in it deserve some quite careful study. So these are an introduction into how to go about doing this. Now, Amos prophesied in the 8th century BC, somewhere around the middle of that century, so it would be 750 BC, and he saw himself as the sort of lion, perhaps even the lion of God, proclaiming, actually with enormous courage, proclaiming God's message. Now, it's important to understand the history. After King David died, his son Solomon reigned for a generation, 40 years. And when he died, the kingdom split. This is the crucial thing. And there's a fellow called Jeroboam the first, and he separated the northern part from the southern part, which is Judah. The kingdom of Judah. And Jeroboam, in order to maintain the unity, the integrity of the northern kingdom, he set up his own worship system, and this is the crucial thing. And he set up golden calves in Dan and Bethel, and basically meant that his people didn't need to go down to Judah to worship there. And of course, this was in direct contradiction to what Moses has commanded in the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Now, the crucial thing is this, that 200 years after this had happened, instead of the egalitarian society which had prevailed at the time of Solomon, there's now a sharp disparity between the rich and the poor. And the whole kingdom in the north was now centered around the privilege of the rich, and they thought they were the bee's knees. They thought that God loved them. They thought that the day of the Lord was going to come. They were going to rule the nations. They thought this was a fantastic thing. And actually Amos comes along and says, you guys are in for some serious judgment, because, and this is the point, the worship that you delight in is not backed by justice. And that's the crucial thing. This is really what this book is all about, and what an important message this is. And this led to Amos speaking, as I say, with huge courage. But the important thing is that what he predicted actually happened. And in 722 and then in 710 BC, the northern kingdom was overrun, and it was completely destroyed. And the people were taken away, hundreds, even thousands of miles away, to what we would now say is the north of Iraq, and the majority of them never ever returned. This was the end of the northern kingdom as such, and so consequently we need to listen very carefully. The warning in these chapters is extremely severe, and therefore we need to listen carefully. Okay.